Tom Cruise, a name synonymous with heart-pounding action scenes and unforgettable characters in movies like Mission Impossible and Top Gun, has long been considered one of Hollywood's finest talents. But behind the flashing lights of his career, his personal life has often attracted the spotlight, especially his high-profile divorces and public relationships. Of all the surprising stories surrounding his life, none is more shocking than the fallout with fellow actor Russell Crowe, a friendship that turned bitter after years of camaraderie. Despite once sharing a strong bond, these two stars became enemies, and it all started on the set of The Mummy. Russell Crowe, known for his powerhouse performances in films like Gladiator and A Beautiful Mind, finally opened up about his strained relationship with Cruise, revealing exactly why they are no longer friends. Stick with us till the end to hear Crowe's full explanation. Tom Cruise has built a legacy in Hollywood known not only for his roles in iconic films like Edge of Tomorrow and Jerry Maguire, but also for his fearlessness in performing his own stunts. His dedication to the craft has earned him 4 Academy Award nominations and widespread recognition. However, his off-screen life has been just as headline-grabbing as his film career. He's been married 3 times, with his relationships to Nicole Kidman and Katie Holmes being among the most scrutinized in Hollywood. But one of the most contentious aspects of his life has been his outspoken support of Scientology. Despite his fame and acclaim, Tom has earned some serious enemies in the entertainment world. Notably, actor Rob Lowe has shared his dislike for Cruise, citing Tom's excessively competitive nature. Additionally, Brooke Shields has been vocal about her conflict with him, dating back to a time when Cruise criticized her for using antidepressants to manage postpartum depression. However, the most well-known fallout is between Cruise and Russell Crowe. Crowe, who has kept a relatively low profile in his personal life, has recently spoken out about why he can't stand Tom anymore. Tom Cruise, a name synonymous with high-octane action, unforgettable roles, and mind-bending stunts, has built a remarkable legacy in Hollywood. Known for his unforgettable performances in iconic franchises like Mission Impossible and Top Gun, his fame reaches beyond the silver screen. But while his career continues to flourish, his personal life has often been the subject of intense scrutiny. A series of high-profile relationships, including 2 divorces, have kept him in the headlines, sparking constant curiosity about his life outside the limelight. One of the most shocking stories surrounding Tom is the fallout with Russell Crowe. Once close friends, their bond eventually dissolved amidst growing tension on the set of The Mummy. For years, the reasons behind the breakdown of their friendship remained a mystery. But now, after years of silence, Russell Crowe is speaking out. He reveals the real reason behind his falling out with Tom Cruise, one that involves a very personal betrayal. Stay tuned till the end to uncover the full story. Tom Cruise is not just another movie star. He's a symbol of hard work, dedication, and unmatched charisma. From Top Gun Maverick to Edge of Tomorrow, his versatility in roles has set him apart. What many don't know is that Tom performs a good chunk of his stunts himself, adding authenticity to his already dynamic characters. His career spans decades in films like Jerry Maguire, and A Few Good Men have solidified his place as one of Hollywood's elite. Even though he's been nominated for Oscars and received critical acclaim, his personal life continues to overshadow his professional triumphs. Tom's love life has never been as smooth as his action-packed roles. Over the years, he's been married 3 times, with his high-profile divorces to Nicole Kidman and Katie Holmes generating public debate and media frenzy. But beyond his love life, Tom's involvement with Scientology has also been a controversial topic, drawing criticism and fueling curiosity about his personal beliefs. Despite the endless attention on his personal affairs, what might surprise you is that there are a few celebrities who can't stand him. Some, like Rob Lowe, call him overly competitive, while others, like Brooke Shields, have a long-standing grudge after a public feud about mental health. But the most intriguing conflict is between Tom and Russell Crowe, a former friend who has made it clear he's no longer on Tom's side. Russell, best known for his Oscar-winning role in Gladiator, is not one to shy away from sharing his opinion. He's known for his intense, sometimes unpredictable nature, but one thing is clear: he's fiercely loyal to his friends, especially Nicole Kidman. Russell Crowe and Tom Cruise's relationship was once considered a solid friendship, but things started to unravel when their professional paths diverged. Russell, known for his intense passion and no-holds-barred attitude, has been outspoken about the split between him and Tom, which some have speculated was tied to their differing views on relationships, fame, and even their approach to life. When Russell was asked about Tom's personal life and beliefs, he didn't hold back. "I don't agree with how he handles things," Crowe said, "but I think everyone has their own path." The tension between them didn't exactly come out of nowhere. Both men are known for their larger-than-life personas, and it's no surprise that 2 of the biggest stars in Hollywood would clash over their contrasting lifestyles. Russell's blunt honesty, especially when it comes to issues like Scientology, often put him at odds with Tom's carefully curated public image. What really shocked people, however, was when Russell openly criticized Tom's behavior during the infamous public feud with Brooke Shields. The actor stood by Shields, who had been outspoken about Tom's views on psychiatry, calling out his controversial stance. While Tom continued to rise in Hollywood, Russell's career took a different direction. The roles Russell chose, like Noah and The Nice Guys, reflected a desire for more character-driven, unconventional stories. But as the two continued to orbit within the same entertainment universe, the divide between their personal ideologies and how they handled fame grew. The friendship was officially over, and both men seemed to have moved on. Russell Crowe's disillusionment with Tom Cruise became public knowledge, but there's a deeper layer to their story, one that remains largely untold. Beyond the media drama, there are still questions about whether the split was purely professional or rooted in something more personal. Tom's refusal to openly address the issue, despite his usual willingness to confront controversies head-on, suggests that the rift is far from a simple Hollywood spat. Whatever the true cause, one thing is clear: their fallout is one of the most fascinating Hollywood stories of the past few decades. As the years passed, the bitter tension between Russell Crowe and Tom Cruise seemed to fester in the shadows of Hollywood. Both men maintained their superstar status, but neither was ever willing to directly address the issues that had splintered their once close relationship. Russell, always the more direct of the two, occasionally hinted at the fallout in interviews, but Tom, ever the polished professional, kept his personal feelings cloaked behind a curtain of silence. The more Crowe spoke about his disillusionment with the entertainment industry, the more apparent it became that his issues with Tom went beyond simple ideological differences. In fact, Russell began to distance himself from the very system that had helped propel both of them to stardom. "Hollywood is a strange place. It's about playing games, and I'm just not good at that," he said in one interview, a thinly veiled jab at his former friend. While Tom remained in the Hollywood limelight, embracing the global fame that came with blockbusters like Mission Impossible, Russell's roles grew more experimental, reflecting his desire to explore new creative territories. Some fans of both stars still cling to the idea that there was hope for reconciliation. After all, they had been close once, collaborating on film projects and enjoying a brotherly bond on set. Yet the years have only served to solidify the divide. Whether it was the tension over Tom's public persona or Russell's frustration with Hollywood's superficiality, the wounds from their split haven't healed. If anything, they've deepened. The question on everyone's mind is, could there ever be a time when Tom and Russell might reconcile? Given the complexities of their personal beliefs and public personas, it's hard to imagine a world where the two men would ever come together again. As the years go by, the possibility seems less and less likely, but one thing is certain: their story is far from over. The rivalry between Russell Crowe and Tom Cruise will likely remain one of Hollywood's most intriguing tales, a saga of clashing egos, diverging paths, and the elusive hope of redemption that may never come. The tension between Russell Crowe and Tom Cruise has become something of a whispered legend in Hollywood, a story that is told but never fully understood. While public appearances from both men continue to be framed by their professional triumphs, the private, unresolved issues seem to haunt them like an unspoken ghost. Despite the years of silence between them, the media and fans have never fully given up on the idea of a reconciliation. For Tom Cruise, the image of the smiling, confident movie star has remained intact. His career has continued to soar, with one blockbuster after another, each film cementing his place as one of the most powerful figures in the industry. Yet there have been moments, fleeting but undeniable, when cracks appeared in his polished persona. The press, always hungry for drama, has long speculated about Tom's internal battles. Was he truly content in the fame he had built, or did something deeper unsettle him? Though he's never acknowledged the rift with Russell publicly, some insiders have whispered that Tom's unwavering control of his public image was, in part, a response to his fractured past with Crowe. Russell, on the other hand, has taken an entirely different route. Far from playing the Hollywood game, he's carved out a space for himself that feels both rebellious and authentic. Whether he's directing films, appearing in smaller, more personal projects, or even retreating to his personal life in a way that keeps him out of the tabloids, Russell has embraced the role of the outsider. His disillusionment with the business of stardom has only deepened over time, and it's clear that, for him, Hollywood represents a broken system, a system that failed not only him but also the friendship that once felt so unbreakable. In an interview not long ago, when asked about his relationship with his former co-stars, Russell simply said, "Some people come into your life for a season, and sometimes that season ends before you expect." It was a statement that seemed to say everything without saying anything at all, a cryptic acknowledgement that spoke volumes to those who were paying attention. And yet, in his quiet way, Russell seemed to have made peace with it all, something that, despite Tom's success, seemed to elude his former friend. As the years continue to pass, it seems that the rivalry between the two men will remain as it is, locked in the past, a fragment of a forgotten era. Whether either man regrets what transpired, or if they have both moved on, remains unclear. The public may never know the full truth, but what's undeniable is the impact their split has had not only on them, but also on their legacies. Russell Crowe and Tom Cruise will forever be tied together in Hollywood's history, but their stories will likely remain incomplete, forever entwined but never fully reconciled.